So, hey, y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. So, today it has been so difficult trying to do this video. I've been trying to get this done since like 8 o'clock this morning, and here it is almost 9 o'clock tonight. But I wanted to come on for a few moments, and I wanted to let you know that today is actually Wednesday, June the 4th. And what I plan to do is change things up just a little bit. So on my YouTube channel on Wednesdays is going to be a pre-release or a snippet of what we're going to be talking about on Thursday nights. And so on Wednesdays on my YouTube page, you will see that I will release just a little bit, just enough to wet your whistle and let you know what we're going to be chatting about on Thursday night live on Facebook and on Instagram. So we'll be live with Meditations with Marigny on Facebook and Instagram on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. If you know anyone that you feel could benefit from those, and I think it's going to be more like classes, because in my opinion, I'm going to open up the chat so you guys will be able to type while we're talking. And again, we're going to have guest speakers and things of that sort. But for this month, as I am introducing everything, the month of June will probably just be this particular topic that we're going to talk about today. And so if you haven't already, because it helps the algorithms, if you would click like, if you would share it with a friend, and if you would subscribe, those three things help to move your videos within the YouTube algorithm. So today, I kind of been pondering this for a couple of days, and I was like, oh, that's good. I want to, this month, actually, because I think I'm going to do a series. When I started looking at it, I was like, I can't break that down in just an hour. It's going to take a little bit longer. So we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going back to Genesis. And we're going to go to Genesis, the 29th chapter. And this is a very familiar scripture. If you've had any affiliation with any ministry or church or anything of that sort, you have heard this scripture, and this particular passage has been taught all types of ways. And it goes back and it's talking about Jacob when he marries Leah and he marries Rachel. And the title for this month, or our subject matter, is going to be tricks, lies, and soul ties. I'm going to let y'all sit with that one. Tricks, lies, and soul ties. And it's going to be about the tricks that were played in this passage, the lies that were told, and then the long-term soul ties that were created out of those tricks and those lies. And what this, when I began to ponder this and just kind of thinking about what we were going to talk about this month, like Lord, what am I going to say? How do you want to disperse information to your people? So the YouTube live and not the YouTube live, the Facebook live and the Instagram is going to be a little bit different from how I process YouTube. YouTube, I kind of just talk to you guys and give y'all the information. I really want Facebook live and Instagram to be more of an interactive process. And so I plan for us to have some guest speakers and things of that sort. But for this first month, I thought that it would be important to lay a good foundation of what direction that we're going in. And because I've been listening to some content builders and some of the information that has been going out, and I'm going to tell you what kind of brought me to this is I've heard some things about this whole red pill community as well as the pink pill community. And if you haven't heard about that, the red pill community is the community for the men and the things that they are and are not going to put up with from a woman, and the standards, quote unquote, that they set. And the pink pill community is the women and their standards that they've set, I guess, if you want to call them standards, and the things that they are and are not going to put up with from a man. And what I see is two strategic methods of making people come against one another. And for me to have a heart and a desire for marriage, relationship, connectivity, what the way that I see it and I view things that are here, that are societal norms now, I see them as ways that they are constantly pitting us one against another. And when I thought about this particular scripture, the tricks, the lies, and the soul ties that were created remind me so much of some of the things that are being taught to our communities now. There are so many platforms that are available for people, and everything now is at the click of a button. We can get to anything that we want simply by streaming it, by clicking on our apps, and it will open up and give us access to all sorts of information. But how much of that information is really positive? How much of it is empowering us to be better people? How much of it is helping us to build better communities? And when I looked at this particular scripture, it's heartfelt for me because I had such a good dad. Like, my father was like the father of fathers. I could not have asked for a better daddy. I could not have asked for a better big brother. I could not have asked for a better uncles. And so when I look at the story of what happened with this, it also makes me look at society and how some of these young ladies may think. Because this particular scripture talks about how a father planted the seed and showed his daughter how to really manipulate a situation and bring discord to someone else. And you don't want to look at it in that way. Like, sometimes people have joked about it, how it happened, but also look at what it did to Jacob. How did it break his trust in women? How did it damage his ability to be able to trust a person in their word? How did it affect his relationship even going forth? He worked 7 more years to get to Rachel because that's who he really wanted. He wanted this one, but he got that one. So, I want us to really dove into this word, and we're going to look at how we can compare this particular scripture base to what we are dealing with and some of the things that we're seeing in our society right now. And also, can we really hold at fault some of the actions that people may be doing right now based upon the history or the seeds that were sown in their lives that showed them to do certain things a certain way? My mind just goes to thinking, questions like, did Leah really know what she was doing? Or did she trust her father enough that she was just leaning towards what he had advised her to do? And so based on her trust with him, she then went in and actually availed herself to this man because that's what she felt was the best thing to do at the time. But if it was not the best thing to be done, then does that mean that she possibly was manipulated herself? Does it mean that she now does not really have the accountability that could have been in place for what some people may hold her responsible for? If we compare that to some of the things that young men and young women have been through now, can we say that they're really responsible for some of the decisions that they made? Or have those been the seeds that were sown into their lives to really show them how to become adults? So I know this is deep thought, and you guys have to remember, I feel that my channel is not for the light-hearted person. If they just looking for something that's going to be a quick fix and get them 15-minute thrill, a 15-second thrill, I won't even say 15 minutes because the statistics show that most of y'all don't watch a video maybe past 5 minutes. And so if you think about what that resource is, I know that these things will be for those that are really looking to grow and develop and, move into a whole different realm. So I hope that you're going to join me tomorrow night. If you like this video, I need you to click like, I need you to share it with a friend. And also in the description, there is a way that you can reach out to me via email, or it shows you the Instagram and the Facebook connection that you can log on to tomorrow night, Thursday, every Thursday at 9 p.m. with Meditations with Marigny. And we're going to go live. And so you guys have a good night. Bye.